Hello students, welcome to ICT 9 4th quarter week 1 and 2. I am Lara Tutuan and I will be your teacher for today. Our topic for today is all about plan and prepare for diagnosis of computer systems errors. Safety precautions, personal protective equipment. Proper preparation is the key to a successful work. Before you begin, make sure that you have the tools you will need and secure a clear, well-lit workplace. Gather all the components you'll be using and unpack them at the same time. Always keep in mind that personal protection is one of the traits of a good computer technician. Types of personal protective devices. First, we have the anti-static devices. Second, power surge protectors. Third, personal equipment. Anti-static devices. Devices designed to protect the computer from static electricity. So the examples are anti-static wrist strap, anti-static bag, and anti-static spray. Power surge protectors. Devices designed to protect the computer from sudden power surges from intermittent power sources. Examples are AVR or automatic voltage regulators. Second is UPS or uninterrupted power supply. Personal equipment. First is a small paintbrush. Keep a small, unused, fine bristle paintbrush near your computer so you can dust the keyboard whenever the impulse strikes. It's a great tool for getting rid of all the gunk that can collect between the keys. Screwdriver. A tool with a flattened, cross-shaped or star-shaped tip that fits into the head of a screw to turn it. Pliers are made in various shapes and sizes and for many uses. Some are used for gripping something round like a pipe or rod. Some are used for twisting wires and others are designed to be used for a combination of tasks including cutting wire. Compressed air is a combination of under-pressure gases that are squeezed into a can. With computers and electronics, compressed air is the preferred method for removing dust and dirt from sensitive electronics. The picture shows an example of a typical compressed air can that is used to clean computer components. In this example, you would point the nozzle of the can in the direction you want the air to be blown and then squeeze the trigger. Handheld vacuum is typically a smaller, portable version of the traditional vacuum cleaner. Because of its compact size, it comes with its own set of pros and cons. Types of computer system error. There are several errors in a computer from the point you open it up to the point you reach the standby window. Reaching standby windows means boot process has no error. Below is a list of computer errors. Number 1. No video output. When you open your PC, nothing shows up in your monitor and the lead indicator of your monitor is flashing in yellow color. Number 2. No video output. Same as number 1, but now the lead indicator of your monitor is in steady orange color. Number 3. Doesn't boot. When you open your PC, it will show the processor's brand or the motherboard's brand, but doesn't continue. Usually, this error will result to system restart over and over again. Number 4. Never-ending loading of operating system. The computer opens up the boots, but when the operating system loads it, doesn't continue, and it will take a long time if you're going to wait for it to load. Number 5. Lots of pop-up windows showing on standby mode. This also happens even if you try disconnecting your computer set from the internet. This is what we call aftershock virus, which will continue to run even if internet is disconnected. Number 6. Lots of hardware installation windows appear. This happens even if you try installing the hardware. When you restart your set, it will happen again. Number 7. Safe mode doesn't work. When you try going to safe mode, all you will see is a list of files in command prompt style. Number 8. Keyboard and mouse system restart. This will happen only in standby mode. When you move your mouse or type something, your system will automatically restart, and the worst part is it will delete all file at random. Number 9. Sound on or off error. Upon loading the operating system, you will hear a loading sound and then the sound stops. When you try running an audio file, no sound will be heard. Number 10. Application causes system to restart. Just like the mouse problem. When you open a program, that will take the whole screen, like for example a game or a program application. When you close it, it will cause your system to restart. Aside from the common computer errors, computers also can have different operating system or OS errors. OS errors can be classified into various categories such as: Number 1. System errors. These are moderately dangerous type of errors among those that can pop up on your PC. System errors are caused by malfunctioning hardware components, corrupted operating system modules, and etc. Number 2. Runtime errors are caused by corrupted or malfunctioning system files or software executables. Number 3. Stop errors are caused by corrupted hardware, especially malfunctioning RAM modules and bad sectors on hard disk. Number 4. Device manager errors. These are usually caused by corrupted drivers, files, or malfunctioning hardware components. Number 5. Postcode errors are caused by malfunctioning hardware components and are characterized by short beep sounds from the tiny internal speaker of your motherboard. Number 6. Application errors. This can be caused at any point of time. As the name suggests, these are caused by applications while those are running. These are usually caused by glitches in the program code itself. Number 7. Browser status codes. These are caused by problems faced by browsers when trying to access a website. This can be caused by misplaced web pages in the server of the website itself or due to connection problems. Diagnosing computer system. PC diagnosing, probably the most frustrating problem computer users run into, are startup problems, where your computer won't boot. Equally annoying are error messages you constantly run into during your computer's startup process. In this module, you will be given a few tips on how you can avoid some of the most common problems that happen right after your computer is turned on. Here, you will learn the basic troubleshooting. First, trial and error. When you find a faulty component in your computer, check it with the other computer so that you can make sure whether the fault in the component or not. Check cables. In case of any device failure, check all the cables of your computer such as data cables, power cables, internal circuitry cables, and make sure that all these are plugged in and working fine. Hardware settings. Check the hardware settings in the CMOS and in the device manager of the system and make all the device drivers up to date and all the cards are plugged in properly. Notice changes. When you noticed a software or hardware error in your computer, determine what was changed before the problem occurred. Event Viewer. In the Event Viewer, you will find the error or warning messages associated with any faulty hardware or software. Make notes. Troubleshooting is a big learning option, and we can learn a lot when we face any kind of troubleshooting in our computer. Make notes including the error messages and their solution, so that you have a record on how a certain problem occurred and how did you solve it. Common PC problems and solution. You are working away at your computer when suddenly up comes an error messages or worse, your computer comes to a scratching halt. Here are the common computer problems and solutions that can help you. So these are the steps. First, check the POST or POST. POST stands for Power On Self-Test. This is generally the first or second thing that appears on a computer after turning on the power. This appears before the operating system begins to load. The POST will display any problems found in hardware that allow the computer to boot, but not operate at its full capacity during operation. Number 2. Notice the load time of the OS or operating system. A longer than usual load time may indicate errors in the hard drive. Number 3. Notice any graphics problems once the OS has loaded. Reduced graphics may indicate drivers failure or hardware failures with graphic cards. Number 4. Perform an auditory test. An auditory test is an unorthodox but still effective way of judging how a computer is working. With the computer on and running, play any decent length audio file. Use about 30 seconds. If the audio is choppy or slow, it's usually that the processor is working at an elevated level or there is not enough RAM to run all programs loading. Number 5. Check any newly installed hardware. Many operating systems, especially Windows, can conflict with new drivers. The driver may be badly written or it may conflict with another process. Windows will usually notify you about devices that are causing a problem or have a problem. Number 6. Check any newly installed software. Software may require more resources than the system can provide. Chances are that if a problem begins after software starts, the software is causing it. If the problem appears directly upon startup, it may be caused by software that starts automatically on boot. Number 7. Check RAM and CPU consumption. A common problem is a choppy or sluggish system. If a system is choppy, it is good practice to see if a program is consuming more resources than the computer can provide. Number 8. Listen to the computer. If the hard drive is scratching or making loud noises, shut off the computer and have a professional diagnose the hard drive. Listen to the CPU fan. This comes on a high speed when the CPU is working hard and can tell you when the computer is working beyond its capacity. Run a virus and malware scan. Performance problems can be caused by malware on the computer. Running a virus can unearth any problems. Use a commonly updated virus scanner such as Norton Antivirus or Avast Antivirus. Number 10. Check for the problem in safe mode. To enter safe mode, tap F8 repeatedly during pause. This works on most systems. If the problem persists in safe mode, it is a fair bet the operating itself is to blame. Common troubleshooting connection. Number 1. Double check the power connections. Number 2. Voltage regulator and power supply could cause power failure in the computer unit. Number 3. Check the power cords and cable connectors in your computer unit. Number 4. Unseated card. Loose cards could cause malfunction. Number 5. Check the boot sequence configuration in the advanced BIOS or basic input or output unit setup. Diagnosing network connection. Things to look for if a PC is connected to the internet or network. First, check the cable connecting to the network card into the network hub. Next, check the back of the computer to see if the network card lights is on. Next is check the network cable or use cable tester. And lastly, check the network hub or use multi-tester. That's the end of our lesson today. So for your activities and tests, just visit our GAITF link, gaitf.sims.school/lcms. Again, gaitf.sims.school/lcms. Okay, thank you for watching.